Hi, this is David, and if you don't know much about shadowing or echoing, you might wonder why an already fluent speaker would continue to shadow or echo, or you might call it simultaneous listen and repeat. Some people call it that. A lot of people have discovered shadowing and echoing without knowing really what other people call it. So what you would wonder is, why would a already fluent speaker continue to shadow or echo like I do in the car as I'm going back and forth to work? I live here in France, and when I go back and forth to work, I'm retuning my tongue and lips to produce the sounds correctly. So I'm listening to the speaker and I'm retuning my mouth. Okay, so I'm looking for the French mouth position. To remind you of what a beginner is doing, when you're a beginner, there's 4 steps. There's do a finger follow, which is where you're first getting acquainted with the sound. You're making sure you can follow the sound, follow the transcript, and match up the sound that you hear to the words on the page. Then you turn off, or these are the steps that I recommend, by the way. Then you turn off the sound and you read for meaning to make sure you understand everything. So here you need a transcript for which you also have the translation. So what I'll do for German typically is I'll find something that's transcripted, and then I'll copy paste that transcript off of the web page into something like Google Translate on the web to get a rough translation. So in my second step, read for meaning, I'm looking at the translation, looking at the transcript, looking at the translation, make sure I know what all those German words mean. And then this third step is listen for meaning. So I'm listening to the German and making sure I can understand it all, but I have the transcript handy to look back in, look at the translation in case I forgot anything. And then the final step is echoing or shadowing, where you're actually trying to make the sounds that the speaker makes. So I move through to shadowing as quickly as I can when I'm working on a new language like German I'm working on right now. So I move through to shadowing as quickly as I can when I'm working on a new language like German I'm working on right now. And then I'll continue to shadow words, sounds that I've already listened to many, many times because I worked on the first 3 steps, right? I've gone through the sound many times. Then I'll work on the shadowing. And then shadowing is useful forever because I can probably for many years continue to improve even after I'm already fluent. So that's it. That's why an already fluent speaker would continue to shadow, because shadowing is very heart of what he wants to get to. He uses the transcript to move through the first 3 steps quickly to get to shadowing. So I would not do what some people do and try to listen without a transcript and listen many, many times without a transcript, trying to test myself to see if I could finally get to where I understand it. I don't find that that's the fastest way to learn. To me, the fastest way to learn is to start out with a transcript, start out with a translation, so that you have all the meaning right away, so that you can move through to echoing the native speakers and building up your library of foreign language thoughts as quickly as possible. So that's what I recommend. Always use a transcript, and then even when you can understand everything, keep echoing. You need to improve your ear, and your ear will improve if you keep echoing the same sounds that you've already been listening to. So that's it. Enjoy your shadowing or echoing, whatever you call it. Have a good day.